Sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe it was a bad thing that I went.
정의
Georgie!
Hi,
Hello!
I'm Jung.
I'm Georgie. Today we are talking about what I was impressed by in Korea when we went to visit.
We went to Seoul and Busan and my hometown.
We live in Vancouver, British Columbia, and Canada. The first thing that I noticed that was a huge difference was all of the businesses are open super late.
Yeah, because in Canada, maybe it might be different in Toronto, bigger city. In Vancouver, everything closes at 10 or even before 10.
Yeah.
Even weekend, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Even the clubs stop serving alcohol at 2 and they close at 3.
But in Korea, you guys know, like they open their business until like 7 a.m.
So I like that everything was open really late because it meant you could always find something to do even if you were out late at night.
Yeah, Canada is good for like outdoor activities, but it would be boring for like city people, like because everything closes already.
And there's also so many options for going out for dates or with your friends because there's so many things to do there. In Vancouver, it feels very limited sometimes. But in Korea, I think you could live there your whole life and just never run out of things to do. That's the feeling I got. Another difference that I noticed was there's always people around. It's really busy compared to what I'm used to. Even late at night, there are always people walking around. Almost everywhere that we went, there were people.
Because Seoul is pretty small and
The population is large. Something that was really weird for me was how safe it is in Korea.
still in Korea it's not 100% safe, but still compared to other countries, Korea is one of the safest countries in the world.
Canada's pretty safe too, but even though it's relatively safe here, I wouldn't feel very comfortable walking around late at night by myself. And I definitely would never leave any of my valuables unattended here in Canada. But in Korea, you can like leave your coat, your purse, your phone at like your table in a cafe and go to the washroom and it's totally fine.
There's not many CCTV in Canada. Also, there's a lot of homeless people in Canada, so they steal your stuff all the time.
Even regular people will steal stuff too if they find a phone. There are so many places where you can take photos in South Korea.
In cafe, some spot for Instagram pictures.
Yeah, they always have like a spot that's dedicated to taking a cute photo.
Because in Korea, there's a lot of like private cafes. In Canada, there's just mostly just Starbucks.
Yeah.
But still, there's local cafes, but still.
They're not as aesthetically pleasing as the ones in Korea, for sure.
So she was very happy in Korea because there are so many cute cafes. So she
Yeah.
was very excited to take photos everywhere.
Yeah, I like the cafes a lot. Desserts in the cafes were so cute. In Karen Cafe, there was one that looked like a little Lego. In Dessert Lab, there's like a little cactus. Aesthetically pleasing. And they tasted good too. I also noticed there's lots of photo booths around. There were even like photo booths on the street. Just in random locations, which was really weird. You can only find photo booths like inside the mall here or like at a special event, like at a carnival or something. There are even like actual businesses just dedicated to taking photos.
Yeah, she really enjoyed it.
It was really fun. It's so weird to like just be able to dress up and just go in a room and take as many pictures as you want, like as an activity. That's not something that we can really do here. I think Vancouver is more better for people who are like into outdoors.
Yeah.
Outdoor activities, kayaking, hiking, skiing.
Georgie was very happy because there are so many like shopping malls like in stations.
Yeah, it was so cool. Even when you're in the train station, you can go shopping. I was so surprised. Why is there a clothing store right beside the train station? I bought a blazer.
But in here, like just all you can find is like just kiosk. The train station is not that big compared to Korea.
They're really small compared to Korea. Other than downtown, it's just like a platform. with nothing on it.
Also, you're very surprised because of the screen door.
Yeah, I really like the safety doors on the train station. I think that's a really good idea. Something that was really, really cool that I really enjoyed in South Korea was seeing all the traditional buildings.
Yeah, in Gyeongbok Palace,
Gyeongbok Palace,
Dongdaemun,
Hanok Village.
Hanok Village. Here, like, it's hard to find like traditional buildings because Canada doesn't have really long history. They kept saying it's very interesting because modern buildings at the same time, so like traditional buildings, like they live together. Right?
You're like surrounded by all these really old buildings, but then in the background, in the distance, you can see like all the high rises and the modern buildings, and it was really, really cool. You can drink in public in South Korea.
In Canada, no, you can't drink in public.
People do it anyways, but you're not allowed.
So she really enjoys when you had chicken and beer in Han River.
Yeah. Everyone's just sitting on blankets, drinking beer and eating chicken. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I like that.
She came back to Canada from Korea. She kept saying Canada food sucks.
Sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe it was a bad thing that I went because now my expectations for food are so much higher.
Yeah, because there's so many options. Right?
Just the food in Korea is so amazing. I've had Korean barbecue in Vancouver before and I absolutely loved it. But when I tried it in South Korea, it was on a whole new level. I can feel my my mouth drooling. I was thinking about the one with the cheese and the honey. Yeah, I really miss the food. It was so good. I think something that's really cool about Korean food is all the side dishes. It's something I was really not used to before.
Because in Canada, no side dishes.
You just put all of your food on one plate and that's your meal. Korean food is like all these tiny dishes with different things in it.
It's really cool.
It is cool. It's very different. I like it. There are 100 other things I could talk about that I loved about Korea, but we don't want this video to go on forever.
We are trying to upload 2 videos per week, maybe 1 video per Yeojang, 1 video per like our daily life.
If you guys have a suggestion or ideas or questions, let us know in the comments down below.
Don't forget to subscribe and like our video.
Thank you so much for watching.
And see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.